my darlings, how are you? I hope that you are doing amazing. It's DarlingDTarot bringing you another pick a card reading. So for today, we are getting right into this and we are asking the question, what do you need to know currently? So this is going to be a general reading. Whenever you need it is when it's going to kind of find you. This is going to be a timeless reading. So again, whenever these messages get to you is when it is meant to be. We are just going to go into this very generalized. So in each stack, I didn't focus on anything in particular. I just said, what does each stack need to know? And that's what we'll be focusing on. So we have 4 beautiful piles here in front of us. We have stack 1, stack 2, stack 3, and stack 4. Now you can choose based off of the energy of the pile, the number of the pile, or the items associated with each stack. Today we are using these beautiful holographic appliques, and they each have their own little different vibe to them, and I just absolutely love them. My mother got them for me, and aren't they beautiful, you guys? Oh my goodness. So you can choose just one, you can choose multiples, you could choose all of them, whatever you feel pulled towards and whatever you feel resonates with you. Of course, if your reading does not resonate, you can always come back and choose again. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing amazing, and let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. Let's hold it. And release. And with that, I will give you a few seconds to choose, and I will see you at your pick or picks. Bye! Hello to everyone who picked stack 1. Let's get right into your reading and see what do you need to know right now. So right off the bat, I love the fact that you chose the You Are Magic applique. I feel like those of you that picked this pile, maybe you're not giving yourself enough credit where credit is due. You're not believing that you are someone who is magical. You're not believing that you're someone who is cut out for such blessings or beauty in your life. But Spirit is saying, believe it. Believe that you are someone who is worthy of these wonderful things. You are someone who has a lot of untapped potential as well. I feel like you have a lot of hidden gifts, and it's things that you don't necessarily bring up to the surface, but it's starting to bubble up, right? And Spirit is saying, why not let it overflow? Show other people your gifts, show other people your beauty, show other people, the things that you're really incredible at. It is your time to shine. I feel like a really wonderful period of joy is going to be entering your life as well, but it's something that has been on the horizon for quite a while. I feel like those of you that pick this pile, you have known that something is coming your way. You just have had this kind of an inkling, like a nagging feeling inside of you that has said, hey, something is right around the corner. It's going to be something really good, but you can't quite put your finger on it. For some of you guys, maybe you've been waiting for a brand new job. You've been waiting on to hear back about a job opportunity. Maybe you went to a job interview. For others of you guys, maybe you are just starting to branch out. You're starting to branch out and become maybe a social media influencer, or maybe you're just deciding to start up your own bakery or your own business in general. Whatever that might be, I feel like you guys are very capable of doing that. You're someone who has all of the resources that you need in order to accomplish that. So without any further ado, let's just kind of dive right into your cards. I'm gonna put these over here for now, and then we will dive right in. Aren't these pretty though? Oh my gosh, I love the holographic look. So going forward onto your first card, we have number 6, Rare Knowledge. Yes, this is exactly what we were talking about in the channeled messages, that you are someone who has a lot of knowledge. You are someone who is very capable. You're someone who is very smart, very intelligent as well. Now this doesn't just mean intelligent in the book smart ways. This is intelligent in so many different ways. You're street smart. You know what looks good as well. Some of you guys might want to open your own boutique. You might want to start selling your own clothes. For some of you guys, I see you literally sitting down and making something. For some of you, maybe you're a seamstress. Maybe you're someone who knits or crochets. Maybe you're someone who works with cars. Maybe you want to have your own auto body shop. Whatever that's going to be, you can definitely accomplish it because you are someone who has a lot of knowledge on this. I feel like you're also someone who dedicates yourself to your goals and to your knowledge and to studying about whatever it is that you're passionate about. And that really gives you the edge on your competition. decision as well, especially when it comes to getting a job or when it comes to opening up a new business. I feel like there's this energy of knowing that, yeah, there's a lot of people that might provide your same services, but there's only one you, right? And that's kind of the difference here. I feel like with everyone else, you know, maybe even for employers or maybe even romantic partners, you know, they could go to anyone else, but they don't provide the same comfort. They don't provide the same knowledge. They don't provide the same understanding that you do, right? And I feel like that's what always gives you the edge. So take off that mask. Don't be scared to put yourself out there. Although if you are going in public, remember to be safe. No, but seriously, I feel like especially after this pandemic, you're learning how to be vivacious again. You're learning how to finally step out of your comfort zone again and how to feel comfortable expressing yourself. Woohoo! For some of you guys, I feel like you're also updating your wardrobe. Maybe you're upcycling your clothes. Maybe you're donating and then getting brand new clothes as well. Whatever that might be for you guys, I feel like you're really just kind of having a refresh of your life. It's almost as if you're starting the restart button on your life and kind of wanting to go on to something new. So going on to your next 3 cards, these are going to be your animal messages cards, and these are going to be talking about what else you need to know currently. So we have number 29, Giraffe Spirit, number 66, White Raven Spirit, and number 18, Deer Spirit. Okay, so starting us off with Giraffe, number 29 would be the number 11. It talks about Master number 11, the humanitarian number, the activist number as well. Some of you guys are really putting your humanitarian values out there. You're really starting to understand what your beliefs are as well. Maybe some of you guys are joining a coven or joining a group. Maybe you're starting like a fellowship within your own community in regards to your religion. Maybe some of you guys are pagan or heathen. Maybe some of you guys are Christian. Maybe some of you guys are Catholic. Maybe some of you guys, I just feel like there's all kinds of different religions. Maybe some of you guys as well, you know, you practice Yoruba religion and you practice working with Orishas, you know, and maybe you're really starting to branch out and make your own community and your own kind of fellowship amongst your kind of community and neighborhood. But going forward, I just really feel like you're branching out and you're really starting to tell others about your beliefs. You're really standing up for what you believe in as well. And Spirit is so excited and so proud of you for that. They want you to keep doing that. And notice how we have number 11 and then we have number 12 over here. So again, it's like one foot after the other, one step at a time. Pace yourself, stack one. Rome wasn't built overnight. So make sure that you're not pressuring yourself to start over everything just immediately, right? These things take time. Now, also, the number 11 would be talking about the number 2. It talks about coming into balance with yourself, coming into equilibrium, kind of balancing out the divine masculine and the divine feminine energies as well, balancing out the protective and, you know, the headstrong side with the sensitive and sentimental and the compassionate side, right? You know, kind of balancing out the protector energy with the nurturer energy and kind of bringing both of them towards yourself as well, learning how to be more protective of yourself, learning how to be more loving of yourself as well. And that actually kind of brings me over here to number 18, Dear Spirit, bring a gentle touch, because I feel like Spirit is really asking you to be kind to yourself right now. I feel like Spirit is also asking you to enjoy your solitude while it lasts as well, because you're really going to be catapulted into the community. For some of you guys, you're really just starting to maybe branch out on social media a lot more. Some of you guys might also work in a hospital setting, and maybe you're really going to start meeting all kinds of different people or all kinds of different people from walks of life. But going forward, back to Giraffe Spirit, it says, see the bigger picture. You know, so I feel like Spirit is really asking you, see everything as a whole. Start to see things objectively, you know, as opposed to maybe being hyper-focused on the situation and saying, oh my gosh, nothing is going the way that I want it to. Spirit is asking you to see it a little bit differently, to shift your perspective a little bit. And how do they want you to shift it? They want you to shift it into trusting and believing in the magic, believing in the magic of the universe, in the divine, in them. Believe in your spirit guides, believe in your ancestors. Know that they won't let anything bother you, or they won't let anything harm you, right? You know, I feel like everything that is kind of sent to you as well, it is for the greater good. It can be served as a learning purpose, or as a maybe an opportunity to start over fresh, or as an opportunity to help other people, right? So there's always something good that comes from everything. There's always a silver lining, right? So make sure that you're seeing the larger picture, especially when it comes to your goals and when it comes to the things that you're dedicated to, that you're very passionate about. Some of you guys might also be seeing 222 or 333 a lot, and Spirit is saying that that's going to be your confirmation that you're on the right track. Notice how we have a lot of sixes as well. You might be seeing 66, 666. So a lot of you guys are going to have breakthroughs in regards to career and money in general. I just feel like there's going to be abundance as a whole. There's abundance in laughter, love, joy, happiness, and maybe even partnerships as well. For some of you guys, I feel like you're just stepping into an energy of good luck all around and good fortune. Honestly, I already really love this pile. So going forward onto your next two cards, what you should know right now, we have Shield Maiden and Stag. Beautiful. And Stag says trust and thrive. I love that we have two cards here that are talking about trust. Maybe some of you guys really have to just surrender to the universe. You know, continue to work on your manifestations, continue to work with the law of attraction, you know, continue to work with your spirit guides, but for the most part, you know, trust that the universe has your best intention in mind. You know, trust that everything's going to work out the way that it's supposed to, because when you surrender to the flow of life, everything kind of works out a lot easier. It's almost as if Spirit is showing me too a salmon that keeps trying to swim upstream, but it keeps being pushed back time and time again because the current is so strong. Well, when the salmon finally turns around and allows itself to just glide along with the current, it's suddenly not as hard to kind of go about life, right? So it's the same way here. Spirit is saying, allow yourself to just surrender to the flow of life, to just accept what is and not worry that much about maybe the past or the future, because maybe for some of you as well, maybe you micromanage and you really start to hyper-focus on the future or what needs to be done, or you know, what you want to get done as well. Stay in the present moment. Stay grounded, right? Work on your grounding exercises. Now, we also have Shield Maiden, make plans and focus. Yes! So with make plans and focus, you know, this is all about sticking out the things that you believe in, you know, really seeing it through as well. Maybe some of you guys are really deciding to stay the course. You're deciding, hey, I'm going to take that leap of faith. I'm going to upload my designs that I make, my clothing designs online, you know, and maybe that's something that's really going to benefit you. For some of you guys, you're being discovered on a kind of large scale. You might also be a small business owner and maybe you post on like TikTok or Instagram, and that's something that really skyrockets your business. But Spirit is saying, really focus on your plans right now, focus on your goals, and the rest is going to just kind of follow naturally, right? So going forward onto your next two cards, we have Unbound and yes, oh my gosh. So yes says just say yes. So whatever it is that you came to this reading with as well, maybe you had a question in mind, maybe you were wondering, am I ever going to do good in business? Yes. Am I ever going to have that loving relationship? Yes. Am I ever going to feel really comfortable in my own skin and feel proud of myself? Yes, right? So Spirit wants you to know it's just yes all around, and to say yes to yourself as well. You know, maybe you're also being asked to say yes when people are coming forward and asking you to hang out, because we do have threes here. For some of you guys, your friend group contains 3 people. You know, maybe you're the third person in your friend group as well. Maybe some of you guys have 3 siblings, or maybe you just have 2 other people that are just very, very close to you. But regardless, I feel like people really want to reach out to you, Stack One, so make sure that you're not kind of ignoring them too much. But going forward with Unbound, it says releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Yes, there might have still been some karma in this lifetime that you had to kind of pay back to the universe, but you have fulfilled it now. And Spirit is really saying now is your time to shine. Now is your time to have fun, because you have learned all of this. You've already learned all of the heaviness. Maybe that's why you're also stepping into this period of good fortune and abundance, because you're finally past all of the karma. You're finally past all of the kind of ickiness and the uncomfortability of the lessons. And now you can just enjoy. Now you can just have a good time. Now you're free to kind of transcend this whole thing. For some of you guys, I feel like you're also going to start working with moon cycles as well, doing new moon and full moon rituals. And that's another thing that's really going to help you. Really focusing on your spirituality is also going to help you in regards to your career and in regards to your love life. So what else does Spirit want you to know with these Witches Tarot cards? We have the Sun card, the Temperance card, the 10 of Cups. Oh, wow. And the 3 of Wands. Okay, beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. The Sun card is talking all about joy, happiness. This is the best card to get in the entire deck. And then you also have the best card in the Minor Arcana, which is the 10 of Cups. This is the happily ever after card. card. You know, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have Cardi B money, but it means that you have quite a bit to be comfortable. It means that you're very proud with where you are. You feel very successful. You feel very happy with your family life as well. For some of you guys, you might even have a deepening level of commitment with the person that you're currently with, or maybe you're going to be meeting someone. Oh, look, there's 3 girls in the background here too. So maybe for some of you guys, maybe you literally have 3 children. Maybe you have 3 girls. Maybe you are a single parent, a single mom or dad. But going forward, I definitely feel like there's this energy of spirit asking you, please remain patient during this time. Remain kind of gentle with yourself. Remain very loving and compassionate towards yourself as well. But have patience. Trust that the universe is guiding you to calmer waters. And look at that. We have this stream. And remember how we were talking about that salmon kind of metaphor earlier about swimming upstream against the stream and finally being able to surrender? Spirit is saying when you finally surrender, we're going to lead you to this calm pool of water where you can meet someone really wonderful for you, or where you can just feel comfortable, where you will have all the food you need, all of the water you need, all of the supplies and the resources that you need as well. All that we ask of you is to just keep pushing forward, is to just keep moving ahead, is to surrender to us, to trust us, and to know that everything's working out, to remain positive as well, to have a better perspective, to see the silver lining. That's all we ask of you. And then that's when we're going to bring you this happily ever after. It's almost as if Spirit is saying, if you can shift your mindset, we'll shift the rest, right? Now also with the 3 of Wands, it's again this feeling of, you know, something is on the horizon, you know your ships are coming in, but it's about when are the ships coming in. This man doesn't know. He doesn't have his itinerary. He lost it. His friend Mary was like, oh, hey Dave, you got the itinerary? I lost mine. He's like, no, I lost mine like 5 weeks ago. I've just had this camp out here on this ledge, and I've been here this whole time, Maria. And Maria's just there like, are you kidding? You know, and I just feel like that's kind of your energy, is that you don't know when your ship is coming in, but you know it's coming in. You know that it's about time. It's almost like you're like, I can't keep putting up with the drama, right? Maybe for some of you guys, you have had this kind of tumultuous year or the past few years, and you finally said to yourself, come on, Spirit, like I have been through it. I am ready for my happiness. I know it's right around the corner. I know that I'm a shoo-in for good luck, because I feel like even through all this, you have stayed supportive of the people in your life. You have stayed very encouraging as well. And I feel like you've inspired other people to go and to get their bag and to get their happiness. And now it's like your time. Spirit is finally saying, hey, now it's your turn. Congratulations. You're up to bat, right? But it took a little bit of time. You know, maybe for some of you guys, it's almost like you grew up as well with like a last name. Like my last name starts with the letter W. So I was always at the bottom of the list when it comes to anything, like anything at all. And I feel like maybe that's like the energy that we have here, you guys, is that you feel like someone who has like a letter at the end of the alphabet and you have to wait for everyone else to be called. And finally it's your time to shine and you're just here like, yes, finally, right? Notice how they're kind of both with their hand outreach too, like, yes, come on, give me it. Give me the money. Give me the happiness. Give me the joy. Give me the good luck. But I feel like Spirit is saying we appreciate you expecting it. You know, continue to do that, but also know that you're someone who is worthy of all these beautiful things. So going forward, what else does Spirit want to know that's coming your way? So we have the 6 of Coins, woo! The High Priestess and the 10 of Cups. Again, 2 10 of Cups. Are you kidding me? You guys are literally going towards that happily ever after. You are going towards that fairy tale ending, and I'm so excited for you. But with the 6 of Pentacles here, you know, it's talking about generosity. People are going to be generous with you. Maybe for some of you guys, you are receiving help from someone near you. Maybe a family member or a friend is going to reach out. You know, maybe for some of you guys as well, if you experienced a little bit of a hardship with maybe an overdraft fee at the bank as well, I feel like someone is going to help you pay that. I feel like someone is going to help you and they're not going to have any expectation of you paying them back. And maybe you're even going to offer and they're going to be like, no, Sandra, I've told you I don't want that money. I'm very happy with helping you. You know, for others of you guys, I feel like you're really going to be given this kind of lucky break in regards to a career or a job opportunity, but it's not a lucky break at all, right? You are someone who has the resources. You are someone who is well educated. You are someone who is very intelligent, so don't sell yourself short, right? I feel like Spirit is like, come on, Emily, go towards that really awesome career. Don't be scared. What are you so afraid of? And Spirit is asking you to ask yourself as well, what is it that you really love? What is it that you're really passionate about? What is it that you're very educated in? Because that's what your career is going to be. For some of you guys, I see maybe a librarian or working like with a museum as well, or maybe even like a flight attendant. I don't know. But whatever that is for you guys, I feel like there's going to be a lot of happiness there. Use your intuition because you know exactly what it is that's coming your way. And you know exactly what it is that you've been manifesting and hoping for as well. Whatever it is that you've been manifesting, it's coming. It's coming very, very soon. So make sure that you're staying in equilibrium with yourself and make sure that you're really focusing on that happily ever after. You are magic, right? Maybe that's your affirmation that you have to repeat as well is, I am magic. I am magic. Everything that I want comes to me, right? I have the Midas touch and everything that I touch turns to gold. I feel like those affirmations would be really incredible, right? Now going on to your last two cards, these are your fortune cookie oracle cards, and these are just talking about what else your spirit guides want you to know in closing. So we have bread today is better than cake tomorrow. Yes. And opportunity is knocking at your front door. Beautiful. You know, so again, when I see bread today is better than cake tomorrow, I always see that as a card of why not save your money, right? It's always better to, you know, maybe eat that, have to suffer through the bread today, but know that then tomorrow or the next day after that, you could afford a really nice cake for yourself, or you could afford a really nice something or other, right? I feel like for some of you guys, you're also making like a little secret fund or a little secret account where you can put money in and then save up for a nice new outfit or some nice shoes. You know, there's just this energy of saving up for yourself. Of course, saving up for the necessities and things that you need, but also doing something really nice for yourself. Maybe even for some of you guys, it's this energy of instead of going out to eat, you take that money and then you put it towards a new outfit, or you put it towards business supplies or stuff that you really need. Maybe for some of you guys, you want to be a streamer, and instead of like kind of going out to eat and spending it out like that, or maybe even buying cigarettes. Maybe some of you guys smoke, but you've been deciding to quit. Maybe instead of that, you're putting it towards the things that you've always wanted, such as like a new gaming chair, or maybe just a new console. Like there's just this energy of really kind of shifting your focus, especially when it comes to money. And that's something that's also going to make you feel a lot happier and make you feel a lot more content, right? Because you're really going to start focusing on your mental well-being and your happiness. Woohoo! And I'm so proud of you guys, Stack One. Definitely let me know in the comments down below what it is that you guys are focusing on, what you're manifesting into your life, what it is that you want to come your way. Honestly, there is so much beauty and so much love in store for you, Stack One. So don't give up. Don't stress for 1 second either, okay? I promise, good times are right around the corner, and you can feel it too, right? But I hope you're doing amazing, Stack One. Definitely leave a comment down below. I love reading you guys' comments so much. It makes my day so much better to be able to open up and read you guys' comments. I also hope that you will leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Also, make sure to press subscribe if you have not already, and press that little bell icon to be notified every time I upload a brand new reading. And I hope I have the honor to see you in my next reading as well. I will also be leaving all of the links in the description box down below for my personal readings, for my Tumblr, for pretty much everything else. I hope that you guys are doing amazing though and staying in good health, and I hope to read for you soon. Bye, Stack One! Hello to everyone who picked Stack 2. Let's get right into your reading and see what do you need to know right now. So right off the bat, I love the fact that you chose the Future is Yours applique. It has a beautiful palm here. Some of you guys might be palm readers. Maybe you want to get a palm reading. Maybe you've just been wanting a tarot reading in general. You know, maybe you've just been looking online at pick-a-cards as well because you've been feeling a little less motivated than usual. Maybe some of you guys have been really feeling an emotional burden or an emotional stress lately, and that's something that I feel like you're going to be emerging from very soon. I feel like there's this energy of really needing to express yourself, and especially to other people. Maybe that's why we even have the palm reading here, because palm readings, you know, tarot readings, they are very one-on-one, but at the same time, palm readings, you know, when you're in person and they're holding your hand and they're touching it, and you can literally feel the energy exchange between yourself and the reader and them picking up on everything that's going on your hand, right? So I feel like there's a need for a one-on-one connection, and not only just with others, but I feel like it's also with with yourself, right? Especially since it says the future is yours. It's not like it's saying the future is for Daniel down the street to tell you. No, it says the future is yours. So whoever is watching this video, stack 2, you know, the future is yours to make. Whatever you decide to make of it, that is what you can do. And I also feel like Spirit is really wanting you to know that nothing is impossible. Nothing can, you know, be unachievable, right? That whatever you put your mind to, whatever you dream of as well, it is something that can be achieved. It is something that can be accomplished. Would it be hard to try and date Harry Styles? Yeah. But I mean, if he was single and are in the market and looking for someone, why not? And you were like liking the same things that he does, and you guys just met at a Topgolf one day or something, that'd be great. You know, these things can always happen. So regardless, anyway, I feel like there's this energy of you guys just really planning for the future though, and whatever it is that you plan is going to come to fruition. But make sure to be really honest with yourself and say to yourself, what is it that I want going forward? What is it that I need going forward as well? Because with the future being yours, it's whatever you make of it, right? So going forward, I also suggest for some of you guys that pick this pile, maybe you've been feeling inspired to get a tarot reading or a palm reading, definitely go for it. You know, pick some of your favorite readers online and go to them, right? I also feel like maybe this is just kind of a call out to maybe you start learning how to read your own palms as well, especially with it saying the future is yours. Maybe you picking up a divinatory tool such as tarot cards, oracle cards, tea leaves, maybe even runes too, or maybe you work with bones, whatever that might be. I just feel like there's this energy of you really gravitating towards it and really excelling at it. Some of you guys read shells as well, and that's something you're really going to do amazing at. I feel like it's something that has been passed down in your family too, so it's going to come very, very naturally to you. So starting off with your first card, we have number 39, Beneath the Surface. Beautiful. So the number 39 would be the number 12. The number 12 would be the number 3, which talks about harmony between the mind, the body, and the spirit, all coming together as one in order to make good decisions for yourself. So again, really making sure that what you're doing and what you're planning on doing really aligns with your inner integrity and what really makes sense for you, what you believe in, what your values are, right? I also feel like the number 3 is talking about allowing yourself to be at peace, allowing yourself to be vulnerable as well, allowing your guards to drop, allowing yourself to just be vulnerable with others too. Again, what we were picking up on earlier was this energy of you needing one-on-one time, you needing that connection time, right? And this is really asking you to be vulnerable with others, to let other people in, to really maybe even explain to others what's going on. For some of you guys, you might even be deciding to go to therapy, which is very amazing. I'm very proud of you for reaching out. You know, I'm all for being positive and putting out positive energy, but when we need to cry, we need to cry. And I feel like it's more toxic and more kind of unbeneficial to not express our emotions and to bottle it up and to just be constantly positive. That's toxic positivity, right? So allow yourself to express those feelings. If you're having a little bit of an off day, allow yourself to have that safe space where you can say to yourself, why am I feeling bad? What's going on? What's wrong with the day? What's going on? You know, just kind of identify everything. Make a little list to yourself and say, how can I make this day better? Really start going through the list and answering your own questions as well of how can I make myself feel better? How can I make this day better? What can I do to improve this day even a little bit, right? So I feel like that's something that Spirit also wants you to really work on over the next few months. Maybe there's also this energy of working on your affirmations a little bit more too, and really knowing that your affirmations are going to come to fruition and that the law of attraction is working in your favor. You're a master manifester, right? So be at peace right now. And I know it's easier said than done, but Spirit really just wants you to kind of rest and relax right now. So we also have going forward number 12, Canary Spirit. Number 12, again, some of you guys might be Sagittarius or have Sagittarius placements, because when we think about the number 12, we think about December. But that might not be the case for all of you guys. Maybe something big is going to be happening in December in general, and maybe that's going to provide a lot of excitement in your life, and it's something you're going to be very, very happy that you waited for. You know, maybe there's also this energy of having to wait to make a decision about something, or having to wait, you know, before taking action on something as well. I don't know. Spirit just wants you to have a resting period for now, where you can just understand what's going on beneath the surface and what's going on inside of you. So starting us off with number 12, Canary Spirit, it says sing your own song. Spirit really wants you to start focusing on your passions, on things that uplift you. Singing during the day, dancing during the day, drumming, and just making rhythm wherever you go as well. I feel like that's something that's really going to uplift you, and it's going to be very beneficial going forward. Now, also, sing your own song talks about being independent and really enjoying the fact that you're unique, that there's no one else on the planet like you. You are someone who is so different from everyone else, and that's the most beautiful thing that could have ever happened, right? You know, the fact that you are someone who is so brave and so courageous in order to do that, that takes a lot of guts and something that you should be very proud of yourself for being able to do. I feel like Spirit is also asking you to recognize yourself as the king or queen that you are someone who is royalty, that you're someone who, needs to hold yourself up with that dignity and in that high regard. You are someone who is absolutely phenomenal at what you do as well. You're very gifted, you're very talented, and you're someone who has a lot of really good things to say. You know, maybe you're someone who already has a really good perspective on life, and you're meant to help other people with that, right? Maybe you're meant to kind of shift other people's opinions or perspectives. It could also be for some of you guys that maybe you're deciding that you want to maybe take up a career where you are the psychic, where you are the oracle. And that's definitely something that you can do. You have the resources, you have the gifts, you are very spiritually aware and spiritually connected. So don't sell yourself short in that regard, right? You are someone who is very connected to spirit, and you're very connected with your spirit guides. For others of you, you're being asked to meditate as well. I feel like there's this energy of needing to connect with your spirit guides, needing to have these meditations or these guided meditations where you sit with them, maybe near a tree in your meditation, and you just talk to them, right? Or in a flower field. But going forward with the number 27 as well, I just want to throw that out there, though, because for some of you guys, maybe you've done regressions, past life regressions, or, maybe you've even done guided meditations before, and your spirit guides are saying, keep looking on YouTube, finding more meditations. There's some really amazing meditations, and also ones where you can actually hang out with your spirit guides. So going forward with the number 27, this would be the number 9, and this is talking all about solitude, allowing yourself to just be at peace with yourself, giving yourself that self-care time as well. Maybe you really need to be compassionate towards yourself. Maybe you really need to pamper yourself as well, allowing yourself to have a tub or a maybe a facial, or maybe you're just going to have like a foot scrub, whatever that might be for you. Maybe even binge watching a whole night of Netflix. I feel like whatever that is, allow yourself to do it. Allow yourself to have a break from the mundane or from the everyday life. For some of you guys, you have been hustling and bustling a lot too, and that's why Spirit is saying, can you just kind of slow it down a little bit? Rome wasn't built in a night. But we also have number 19, Dog Spirit as well, and the number 19 is the number 10. So I love that we have 9 and then 10, so one foot up the other, one step at a time. Maybe some of you guys are learning how to pace yourself as well, and you're really starting to open up a little bit more as well, especially with your own emotions. So Spirit is saying, don't feel the need to rush anything. Don't feel the need to rush into your career either. Good things take time, and they'll be worth the wait. But with Fox Spirit, it says think on your feet. So a lot of you guys are being asked to rely on your street smarts, and just on your wits in general. You guys have a very sharp mind, so make sure that you are still utilizing it and you're working with it. I also feel like crossword puzzles, maybe Sudoku, or maybe word searches, just kind of puzzle books in general. I feel like those will be very good for your mind right now, just as a way to just kind of sit quietly, maybe listen to some instrumental music, and then just kind of work on the word search or the word cross puzzle. For some of you guys, actual puzzles will also be really, really beneficial, as well as playing music, listening to music, dancing. But with Dog Spirit, it says be loyal to what you love. So again, there's definitely this energy of being loyal to yourself, being loyal to your passions, and staying dedicated and determined to the things that you really appreciate and enjoy. Now going forward, we also have number 15, also two really quick. I know that I keep talking about self-care and self-love, but I also feel like be loyal to yourself. Really love yourself. Be your best friend right now. You should go and love yourself. Now we also have number 15, which is the number 6. It talks about abundance coming in. It talks about abundance in love and happiness and success and money, whatever that might be for you guys. I feel like success is just coming in, and it's going to be a wonderful harvest for you guys. I feel like it's been a long time coming. And with the number 6, I feel like it's also talking about breakthroughs in career. So maybe some of you guys are really obtaining new levels in your work. Maybe you've been really stressed about work as well. but I feel like everything is kind of clearing out. It's almost as if you really need a rest period. And after this resting period, you're going to feel a little bit stagnant, yes, but it's going to still be you're moving even as you're resting, right? Because I feel like the universe is still constantly propelling you forward and constantly being like, okay, well, you rest a while and we'll keep moving you. Don't worry about it. Now, we also have Cow Spirit. The miracles are endless. Yes! And this is just what I was talking about on how you're going to have such a big harvest, right? You're going to reap these incredible rewards. And that's what Cow Spirit is all about. The miracles are literally endless. So get excited about them, right? It's definitely something worth getting excited about, but remain very focused on your passions, on your hobbies, and on the things that you really want to put out there. For some of you guys, you're writing a book, or maybe you're wanting to write a novella series. For others of you guys, maybe you are deciding to kind of open your own Etsy shop or just open your own online boutique in general. Maybe you're making your own crafts or your own supplies that you're going to sell. Whatever that is, you know, really put yourself out there. Now, going forward onto your next few cards, what do you need to know right now? We have Lady, followed by Great Teacher, and High Priest. Okay, so there we go. Right off the bat with High Priest, intend and create. So again, focus on what is really important to you and then go out and create it. Put yourself out there, you know, but don't feel like you need to rush. Don't feel like it's something that you need to get done all in one night. You know, be very honest with yourself too. What is it that you want to achieve, and then go towards it. I feel like that will also help you to make a game plan when you're a little bit more clear about what it is that you want going forward and what it is that you're really kind of dedicated on. Now, with Great Teacher, it says learn from spiritual experiences. Yes, so I definitely feel like for some of you guys, the hardships that you have experienced, you're really going to understand that they happened for a reason, and it made you a lot stronger as well. It made you someone who is, you know, capable of holding their own, who is capable of being self-sufficient, who is capable of taking on a lot of responsibilities as well. You're someone who is so brave and strong and courageous. And again, I feel like there's this energy of maybe you not giving yourself enough credit where credit is due. And Spirit is saying, be at peace. Be at peace with yourself. Be at peace with your past as well. Be at peace with the things that maybe you have had to do, or the people that you might have had to cut off, or that you have stopped talking to. You know, be comfortable in everything that has happened in this lifetime, because it has made you into the beautiful human being that you are. You are someone who is a great teacher. You are someone who is literally the oracle. Again, if you wanted to pursue a career in metaphysics, that's definitely something you could do, right? Now, we also have Lady, enjoy growth and reap rewards. Yes! Okay, wow. Anyone who's still watching at this point, because pile 2, I just have been rambling for you guys. Honestly, with reap rewards, I like that we were talking about that with Cow Spirit, and now it's being confirmed again, right? Wow, I'm just so excited. So definitely the harvest is yours. You're someone who is going to have a lot of good luck coming your way, and it's about time. It's almost as if the wheel is turning in your favor, and it's almost as if, you know, maybe you're someone who has finally kind of worked out all of the challenges that you need to. You know, maybe you're finally understanding too what it is that your life path is. So going forward, we have know, share your voice, and the ever unfolding rose. Beautiful. Okay, so right off the bat with no, it says wait, postpone, pause, say no. So with say no, I feel like this is talking about establishing better boundaries for yourself as well. Remember how we had dog up here? Dog can sometimes be loyal to people that don't deserve their loyalty. So Spirit is really saying draw that back into yourself. You know, make sure that you're being loyal to yourself. It's okay to say no to others. It's okay to say, hey, I need some self-care time. And if people can't accept that, if people don't understand or appreciate that, you know, they don't deserve to be in your life in general. You know, why should you give them time if they can't respect your time that you need for yourself, right? You know, so I feel like people who don't honor you aren't going to give you that healthy space or those healthy boundaries that you crave. So, you know, allow yourself to say no. Allow yourself to put your foot down over the next year as well, because I feel like when you do that, that's going to make you feel empowered. That's going to make you feel like you really can put yourself out there and make you have a new level of confidence when going towards your goals and your ambitions. But we also have pause, postpone, and wait. So again, it's very much this restful energy. Sit and wait a while, which over here, share your voice. It's kind of like you're sitting and just relaxing. And Spirit is saying, once you've had enough of this relaxation period, you know, when you feel as if you are ready to come out of this now, definitely go for it, right? But Spirit is saying take that time. Don't feel like you have to immediately rush out. Don't feel like you immediately have to connect with people or you immediately have to start this metaphysical career. It will wait. It will wait for you to be ready. But Spirit is also saying to you, don't stay hiding forever. Don't stay in solitude forever. Solitude is wonderful, but allow yourself to come out. Allow yourself to play with others. Maybe that's also the energy. You know, maybe for some of you guys, this is a very, very select few. You know, maybe your story is that you have been kind of in isolation for a long time, or that you have been kind of hiding away to kind of better your boundaries. And maybe now that you have, Spirit is asking you to come out, right? To come out and play, to connect with other people and to have fun. But going forward, you know, again, with Great Teacher, you're someone who has a great perspective. You're someone who can offer a lot of advice as well, and a lot of kind of helping other people with their own perception of life and what is going on. I just feel like you're really wonderful with that. Now, we also have come out of the cave, persecution, and expression. So Spirit really wants you to express yourself, you know, come out of the cave, come out of hiding. You know, maybe you're someone as well who was never really entirely proud of yourself, which is why Spirit is saying really embrace yourself, love yourself, put yourself first, cherish yourself, put yourself up on that pedestal, right? You are someone who is so incredible in so many ways. So don't sell yourself short any longer, right? You know, you are someone who is patient. You're someone who's kind. You're devoted. You're dedicated, you know, and don't let other people or other things make you feel less than that. You know, for some of you guys as well, there might have even been this energy of feeling as if you had hit a plateau or you hit some blockages. And Spirit is saying we are actively kind of moving to get them out of your life. So don't worry about that. Now, we also have the ever unfolding rose cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. Exactly, all about perception, shifting your perspective here, right? You know, cracking open the blessings and understanding the truth behind the situation. For some of you guys, you might have been rejected by something or someone, maybe a job, maybe a relationship, maybe a suitor in general. And maybe it was something that really got you down for a long time. Maybe that's even why you withdrew. But Spirit is saying it happened for a reason. You know, rejection is the God's protection. So don't worry, you know. So going on to your next few cards, let's get a little bit more information about what you need to know right now. So right off the bat, you know, definitely understand that things are happening for the greater good. Yes, karma, this is part of your life path. This is why you were brought here as well. You know, I feel like maybe in your past lives, I don't want to say that you were a little bit of a doormat for other people or that you let people kind of walk all over you in other lifetimes. But that's kind of the vibe that we got going on here, not gonna lie. But I definitely feel like it was in this lifetime that you had to learn boundaries. You had to learn how to put yourself first, how to be loyal to yourself, how to love yourself, and how to take time for yourself as well, how to pull away and, you know, really focus on your own gifts and opportunities. For some of you guys as well, you know, maybe there's this energy of having to really distance yourself from friends who were very toxic to you, because I feel like for some of you guys, maybe they made fun of you, or maybe like they were just talking stinky air in general about you, and you found out and you were like, I'm not going to deal with that anymore, Deborah. No way. But I really feel like Spirit is going to be very proud of you for being able to do that and for being able to put your foot down. Because with karma and the Knight of Swords, the Five of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, and the Strength card, you know, Spirit is saying it's okay to be vulnerable with yourself. You know, especially after all that you've been through. I feel like you've been through competition, you've been through fights, you've been through uncomfortability, especially in regards to work. You know, maybe you have had it out with your coworkers, maybe you've had it out with friends or family members, and you're just kind of over the drama. Remember how I was saying at the beginning of the reading that you're just kind of over it? Like you just want good times to kind of come your way. You're really excited for some happiness to start flowing in and to start reaping these rewards, because it's been a long time coming, especially with the apple imagery in the Lady card. You know, apples take, after you plant the actual seeds, it takes about 5 years for them to grow before they start bearing fruit. So it takes a lot of patience. It takes a lot of time and a lot of intention as well, but it's something that you can do for sure, Stack 2. But going forward with the Knight of Swords, it's something that's going to happen very quickly. you know, you might have to start cutting out kind of these toxic environments or these toxic situations from your life. Now, it's not like you have to just cut someone off and block them and never talk to them ever again, but if it's something that's warranted, definitely don't feel like you shouldn't do that, right? Especially if it was an abusive situation, you know, definitely feel kind of confirmed in your beliefs that you need to do that, right? Because Spirit is saying not everything or everyone is meant to stay in your life forever. Sometimes they just kind of come as learning lessons in order to better ourselves and to better understand, you know. And I feel like for some of you guys, there might have been a friend that you had it out with, and I feel like whereas you were very much coming from with a peaceful disposition and you were trying to understand where they were coming from, I feel like your friend came at you very head on, maybe got your other friends involved, right? And you're just over there like, hey, I don't even want to fight you. I'm just trying to be on your side. I'm just trying to understand what's going on here. I'm just giving my opinion and trying to help. And I feel like this person got very defensive with you. So maybe that's even what's causing you to kind of go into this kind of reclusiveness and just kind of focus on yourself, because you're starting to say to yourself, it's not even worth it. I don't want to fight with people, especially my friends or my family members. I don't want to do it anymore, right? You know, and I feel like you're really starting to focus on the people and on the things and on the passions in your life that don't cause you to have a stomach ache or don't cause you to have an IBS problem in the morning, which I totally understand. When you have those people in your life, it's just like this constant feeling of needing to poo. Like, it's just horrible. So definitely, you know, don't feel bad cutting these things or these people out. It's for the greater good at this point, right? Especially when they're causing you such bad stomach aches or such turmoil as well. For some of you guys, it's going into your dreams. It's literally starting to haunt your dreams as well. And it's something that you're feeling very exhausted from. But Spirit is really saying, you know, maybe it's also saying as well, someone wants to listen to you. You know, someone in the background is still there for you. Open up to them. You know, for some of you guys, maybe you're literally, again, like I said, going to therapy, and maybe that's where you're really going to open up and you're going to, you know, let go of all of this, you know, let go of the mental burdens or the, maybe the responsibilities that these people put on you for so long. And you're finally getting all off of your chest and saying, hey, this is where I'm coming from. Some of you guys might have Leo in your chart, maybe even Aries or Capricorn, maybe Scorpio. But going forward with the Strength card, you know, you're definitely going to feel more comfortable with being vulnerable and with trusting yourself more too, because I feel like this whole situation, if anything, taught you to trust yourself, because it could be, this is for a select few, but maybe when this all started happening, you knew that this person was causing it too. And then finally you found out and you were like, man, I didn't want to know that it was true. Like, I didn't want to be true, but I was. Like, you're kind of happy because you're like, man, my intuition is on point. But then you're also like, ugh, I don't want to have it on point though, right? But Spirit is saying, you know, you could definitely help other people with that information too, or, you know, with your experiences in general. So going forward onto your next few cards, what is coming your way that Spirit wants you to know about? So we have the Six of Cups, the Four of Swords, and the World card. Yes, there we go. Okay, so new friends are going to come in. For some of you guys, I feel like new connections in general. I feel like you're also going to have a better connection with yourself. Also with the World card, it literally talks about how not everything is meant to be in your life forever. Some things are meant to just be a season in your life, you know, so don't feel guilty about that. This is just kind of double confirmation that when one door closes, another one opens. And honestly, in your case, I feel like multiples are going to open. For some of you guys, this was a relationship that maybe was a little bit toxic. Maybe they even got their family involved and that caused some form of turmoil. And with that, I feel like you're finally getting into a brand new connection. You know, maybe you're going to have several suitors as well. For some of you guys too, you might be kind of going back to your childhood home, and that's going to be very healing too. It's going to be a time of rest. You might also be moving back in at home, or back in with maybe your parents, or back in with your siblings. Maybe you're also kind of, what is it, like kind of renting with some other friends. You know, maybe you are deciding that you and some friends are going to get an apartment, but it's someone that's actually really good for you. You know, someone who's always been very responsible and someone who's very dependable too. And I feel like that's going to be a very restful period. Some of you guys literally moved out of an apartment that maybe was very kind of all over the place. You know, maybe there was a lot of drama and maybe it was really loud and you're just sort of like, yes, I can finally sleep now. But I definitely feel like there's this energy of something is coming out of your life and it's closing for the better. It's going to bring in a lot better opportunities and a lot more happiness your way. Woohoo! How awesome is that stack too? But again, I definitely feel like Spirit is saying the future is what you make it. You know, you can keep dealing with these people or with these situations that make you uncomfortable, you know, or you can decide, hey, I'm not going to do it anymore and I'm going to go on to the next cycle, right? So it's entirely up to you how you react to this, but know that your rewards are coming in, your just desserts are coming. And for those of you that maybe have experienced a breakup as well, you know, allow yourself to really feel that. Allow yourself to cry when you need it, or allow yourself to feel sad, allow yourself to process every emotion that you might have. It's a very stressful thing to have to go through, and it can be quite physically painful as well. It can be comparable to a toothache. So make sure that you're taking care of yourself, but also know that there's better on the horizon for you, right? Now also going forward onto your last two cards, we have Act Boldly and Unseen Forces will come to your aid. Yes, this is exactly what we were talking about earlier when I was saying, you know, when you're resting and when you're allowing yourself to say no, which is a very bold act, might I say, bold yet controversial. I feel like that's when Spirit's really going to step in and be like, okay, wow, okay, they're doing it. It's time. And everyone just kind of gets into position and helps you breeze through all of the blockages and obstacles that you had before. Because I feel like Spirit is saying that you were just kind of like the Energizer Bunny and you just kept going and going and going. And it's almost as if at some point, the battery has to burn out. And if it's not the battery, it's the wheels and the cogs inside that are going to overheat. And the Energizer Bunny is just going to like fall over and that's going to be it. So Spirit is asking you like, please take some time to just relax and then get back into the saddle. Then get right back into business, right? But we also have failure is the chance to do better next time. Yes. And I also want to say that failure and defeat are never failure and defeat until you stop trying, right? I feel like trying is the key word here. You know, just keep giving it your all. Practice makes perfect. So if at first you don't succeed, keep trying, right? But going forward, you know, I definitely feel like there's this energy of Spirit really saying to you, you know, what is it that you really want here? What is it that you want going forward? We're going to help you bring it into your life, but we're going to need you to act boldly and to really cut out some situations that no longer serve you and that aren't healthy for you anymore. You know, it's almost as if Spirit is asking you to meet them halfway. Can you meet me halfway? Right across the borderline is where I'm gonna wait for you. I've been waiting all night and day. I really feel like that's kind of the energy that we have here in regards to Spirit. I just feel like they're like, hey, we've been waiting. We're going to be so excited when you like really start taking your own needs into consideration and really start putting yourself first, right? So I hope that you enjoyed this stack too. Definitely let me know in the comments down below what you thought of this and if you enjoyed this. I love reading you guys' comments so much. It makes my day every day so much better to be able to hear you guys' thoughts and opinions. And also just to be able to read you guys' stories as well, you know, wherever this might resonate. It just makes me so happy. Also, make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed this reading and press subscribe if you have not already. You can also hit the little bell icon to be notified every time I upload a brand new reading. And I will be leaving all of my links in the description box down below to my personal readings on my Etsy and my website. I will also be leaving links to my Tumblr and to everything else, but I hope that you're doing amazing and you're staying in good health, and I hope to hear from you soon. Bye, Stack 2! I hope you're in my next reading, by the way. I hope to see you there. Bye! Hello to everyone who picked Stack 3. Let's get right into your reading and see what do you need to know right now. So right off the bat, I love the fact that you chose the Sun Applique. I feel like a lot of good news and good opportunities are right around the corner for you guys. I feel like you're really going to have to trust yourself, trust your intuition, and trust that you have enough knowledge and resources in front of you to be able to achieve and accomplish your goals. Now, for a lot of you guys as well, I feel like there's this energy of just blessings abound, right? And maybe you've been waiting for a lot lot of good news. Maybe you've been waiting to receive information back. Maybe some of you guys are also getting pregnant as well. So if you're not looking to get pregnant, make sure that you're extra careful, those that pick this pile. But I definitely feel like there's this energy of just feeling like better days are here. They're finally here and they're here to stay, right? And that's a wonderful way to be feeling. Spirit is really asking you to keep this mindset, to know that better days are coming, that even wonderful days are coming as well. It's not just going to be better, it's going to be best, right? So make sure that you're staying in that mindset. I also feel like Spirit is asking you, to really keep this mindset of going into everything with fresh eyes. See everything as if you were a kid again, because I feel like that's really going to bring a lot more magic back into life as well. And it's going to be a breath of fresh air to start seeing things in a new light as well. So let's start off with your first card. We have number 31, A Time to Walk Alone. Yes, so some of you guys are really lighting your own way, especially with the sun applique. You're really finding the inner strength to be able to travel alone or to become more independent, more self-sufficient. Maybe you're really becoming your own best friend. Do you see how she's holding herself so tightly? Some of you guys might also be moving away. Maybe some of you are enrolling in a new year of college or a new year of study in general. Maybe you decided to just kind of up and leave your career and just say, hey, I'm going to start a brand new line of study. I don't like what I originally was going for. Maybe some of you guys decided, I'm going to just switch to a new study. I'm going to switch to a new career. And that's exactly what you're doing. And Spirit is saying this is going to bring you a lot of success and a lot of happiness right off of the bat. For a lot of you guys as well, maybe you're kind of taking a step away from relationships or just connections, friendships, in order to spend time by yourself, in order to know what it is that you want. For some of you guys, maybe you are in this indecisiveness of not necessarily knowing where to go next or what you want to do. But Spirit is saying that as you kind of walk alone, as you give yourself a little bit of a safe space to feel your emotions and to be vulnerable and to maybe express yourself as well, that's when you're really going to be inspired about what is coming next. Now, for a lot of you guys as well, you are artists that pick this pile. I feel like maybe you like to draw, you like to maybe use paper mache, whatever that might be. Maybe you love to paint as well. There's just this energy of expressing yourself, and really expressing yourself in regards to color too. I feel like that's really important. Some of you guys might also make mood boards online, or maybe you're someone who just really loves doing like color coordinated outfits. And I also feel like you're going to be working with color magic a lot more too. So that's really going to be a wonderful way to boost your confidence, to make you feel inspired every day as well. Especially when it comes to dressing yourself. Maybe you're going to wear more reds to feel more confident, to feel more vivacious, to feel more attractive. Maybe for some of you guys as well, you have kind of shied away because maybe you haven't seen yourself in the way that you are so beautiful on the outside and you are so, such a sensual being as well. And I feel like you haven't given yourself enough credit where credit is due in regards to that. So you're really starting to express it. For a lot of you guys as well, you're starting to embrace what, maybe your own gender is, or what your own sexuality is as well. Maybe you're really just embracing yourself as a whole, but in order to do that, you need to go off and just kind of do your own thing. It's almost as if everything in your life is just sort of being illuminated and you're understanding what it is that you want to do in your life path, what it is that your life purpose is, and what it is that you want to represent in this lifetime as well. It's almost as if you are reinventing yourself. Think of yourself almost like a brand, and maybe you're like, hey, we've had the same clothes since the 90s. We gotta try something new. Right? And I feel like you're finally like deciding, I'm going to switch things up and I'm going to do something that I've never done before. Maybe it's a little bit frightening. It's a little bit scary, especially if some of you guys are just changing your wardrobe in general or changing the way that you look entirely. Maybe you're dyeing your hair. Maybe some of you guys have blonde or orange hair or light colored hair and you're dyeing it really dark, and vice versa. Maybe some that have darker hair or black hair are, dyeing it like really light. Maybe you're dyeing it silver, or maybe you're dyeing it like a really light pastel blue, right? So regardless of whatever that is, Spirit is asking you to take that leap forward. It's really going to make you feel confident. It's going to make you feel very vivacious too. So going forward onto your next few cards, these are going to give us a little bit more information about what you need to know going forward. So right off the bat, we have number 25, Elephant Spirit, number 2, Antelope Spirit, and number 59, Starfish Spirit, and also number 55, Snake Spirit. Beautiful. So starting us off with the number 25, Elephant Spirit. The number 25 would be talking about the number 7. It talks about authenticity, uniqueness, kind of marching to the beat of your own drum. those of you that pick this pile, I feel like you're indigo children. I feel like you're people who are very sensitive as well. You're very empathetic. You understand other people. You know what it's like to connect with people. You know what it's like to hurt and to want as well. You know, and maybe you also know what it's like to feel misunderstood or to feel as if you are kind of separate from the rest of the crowd. But Spirit is saying that that's something that's actually going to benefit you now later on in life, because I feel like you can connect with so many more people than if you just immediately had everything fall into your lap, or rather than, you know, maybe having this glow up and really understanding what it's like to struggle in that regard, so you don't judge people, right? Or so you aren't, you know, uncompassionate to others, right? I feel like everything that you have been through, it's in order to connect with other people. It's in order to have more compassion. It's in order to be able to have more of a one-on-one connection with another person. And I feel like you guys are healers as well. For some of you guys, you may get a lot of stress headaches too. So make sure that you're taking the time to have that self-care, to, you know, maybe get yourself one of those frozen facial masks and put those on your face. You know, just kind of have self-care days in general, because I feel like you'll need it, especially with Antelope Spirit showing up, which says life is speeding up. And it sure is. Spirit is wanting you to keep focused and keep balanced during this, because it's going to be a little bit hard, especially as you're going forward very independently, but it's going to be worth it. It's going to be something that's very exciting as well, and something that opens up a lot of more doors as well, a lot more opportunities, a lot more options for you. But Spirit is really asking you to, you know, as you go forward, learn from the past, know that everything that happened was for a reason, and it really has made you someone who is stronger or brighter, or, you know, just someone who is able to be a beacon of light and hope in the distance for other people who really need it. It's almost as if you scaled the mountain on your own, and then because there was no one at the top that had a rope to pull you up, you became the person at the top with the rope helping other people up the mountain. You know, it's almost this energy of, I want to be the person that I needed when I was where I was, right? So maybe you're someone who's going to become a counselor or a therapist, or maybe you're going to work with youth. Maybe you're someone who is going to work in gender studies, or, you know, be a, you know, maybe a gender studies therapist, or, you know, maybe someone, you know, who just really helps people. Because I feel like for some of you guys as well, those that maybe are LGBTQ+, I feel like maybe you yourself had to really struggle growing up, and you really struggled with these feelings of, you know, am I alone? Am I different from everyone else? But you really learned that that was a beautiful thing, right? And you are someone who is beautiful. So I really feel like it's going to be a breath of fresh air and something so beautiful and encouraging to other LGBTQ+ members, you know, who are able to have that person who understands, to be able to have that one-on-one. For some of you guys, maybe you have been in an abusive relationship. You know, maybe you are someone who was with a narcissist, and because of that, you had to really study about it. You had to really look into it. And now you're maybe focusing on becoming a therapist, and you want to be able to help other people, other men and women that have been through abusive situations, right? Because I feel like you're someone who is meant to be a teacher. You're someone who is meant to inspire others. You're meant to awaken others as well. For others, I feel like your art does that too. I feel like those that are just really wanting to focus on their art and really focus on their paintings as well, I feel like you can really channel the past and channel all of your emotions and transmutate that into something absolutely beautiful, which honestly, I feel like a lot of people are really going to love. And I wouldn't be surprised if for some of you guys, it's almost as if something happens that's kind of like a major breakthrough that kind of causes life to speed up. But I feel like there might be kind of a challenge or tribulation before that you have to kind of get through before you get to these kind of endless miracles and abundance coming your way, right? But going forward with the number 2, it definitely talks about having that balance between the divine masculine and the divine feminine, allowing yourself to be compassionate towards yourself and towards others, to be loving and nurturing and supportive, but also, you know, to be very headstrong and to remain focused on your goals, to, you know, be someone who's very protective as well. So be very fluid in that. Now we also have number 59, Starfish Spirit, be open to infinite possibilities. Woohoo! So right off the bat, you know, Starfish Spirit, I love this because starfishes are, you know, they can regenerate all of their limbs. So with that, I feel like Spirit is really saying, allow yourself time to regenerate yourself, you know, to reinvent yourself as well. You know, maybe for some of you guys too, it's going to take, you know, kind of a major shakeup for you to be able to regenerate. It's almost like a controlled fire or a controlled burn, right? And a lot of times farmers will decide, okay, we need to have this controlled burn because everything is going to come back lusher. Our crops are going to be better. Our fruit is going to be sweeter, right? So sometimes a fire or a controlled kind of destruction, right, is something that's really needed in our lives in order to get things speeding up, in order to get things sweeter and lusher and better to begin with. So stay open to that. Stay open to the fact that, sometimes maybe rejections or crumblings have to happen in order to get to higher ground, in order to get to something better. But we also have open to infinite possibilities. So know that anything is possible, and know that a lot of blessings are right around the corner. Now we also have number 55, Snake Spirit. The number 55 is the number 10. So it talks about closings of cycles and chapters. You're starting over on a brand new chapter, on a brand new book in general. You're deciding, hey, that no longer serves me anymore. I'm someone entirely different. So again, stepping into your confidence, really knowing who it is that you are, and stepping into your healer energy as well. Some of you guys might really be getting involved with yoga or CrossFit, or maybe just be wanting to become a physical trainer, maybe work with a physical trainer as well, or a personal trainer. Regardless, maybe some of you guys are also going to physical therapy too. Maybe some of you guys got into like an accident or a car accident, or maybe you slipped, or maybe like an athletic injury, but there's just this energy of just needing to recuperate, needing to relax while you progress forward, right? But going forward onto your next two cards, we have Mother Earth and Elder. Beautiful. So right off the bat with Mother Earth, it says, feel loved and comforted. Yes, know that you are very loved, and not only just in your own community, but everyone that meets you loves you as well. Maybe that's also an affirmation that you need to work with. Everyone that meets me loves me. I feel like that would be a very beautiful affirmation to be able to harness. Now, also for some of you guys, I feel like Spirit is coming through and saying it's okay to not know the right words all of the time, right? Especially when it comes to comforting others, because people know just by your energy how loving you are and how compassionate and how understanding. So even if there's times I feel like where you're a little bit distant, or when you're just kind of off doing your own thing, people still see you as someone that they really hold in a high regard, and someone that they're going to wait for. Someone that they're going to be like, okay, well, we'll just wait until they want to come back around and we'll be here, right? I feel like the bonds that you're going to make throughout your lifetime are going to be ones that stick with you, and they're going to be ones that are incredibly dependable and loyal as well. So you have nothing to worry about there. But going forward with Mother Earth as well, I feel like Spirit really wants you to spend a little bit of time in nature. Maybe go hiking. Don't hike alone. Always bring a partner with you. That's always important. But also, I feel like there's this energy of just like maybe going down to the water, maybe sitting next to a lake or by the beach. Maybe just kind of sitting out near red rocks as well. I just feel like getting yourself out there, spending time, maybe for some of you guys as well, going to animal sanctuaries or going to local zoos. I feel like that is going to be something that's also very healing, to be able to give back to, maybe different foundations or charities, but also be able to really appreciate the animals and the beauty of nature too. Now, we also have Elder, move beyond ancestral patterns. So again, I feel like you're finally standing in your confidence. You're kind of standing in this, I know who it is that I am. I know what it is that I want to become as well. And I feel like your ancestors are saying, be proud of who you are and express it, because we haven't had the same opportunities that you have in this lifetime. You have so many more opportunities than we had to express yourself, to wear the clothing that you want, to be able to kind of break societal norms, right? Do that. That's something that's so important, And I feel like your ancestors are saying that's a wonderful way to honor us. You don't always have to follow the traditional. We want you to break these cycles. We want you to start a new generation of people, that are actively expressing themselves and that are being truthful to themselves and honest with themselves as well. I also feel like there's this energy of animal medicine being very important for you guys as well. So maybe for some of you guys, you're going to have a lot of animal children in this lifetime too, or maybe you literally want to go back to school, you want to become a veterinarian, maybe you want to become an animal rehabber as well, and I feel like that's going to be a really wonderful way to express your life purpose, and your life path is by helping animals. But I feel like as well with Elder, move beyond ancestral patterns, maybe there's this energy of all of your ancestors you know, maybe they didn't have the resources or the time to be able to have a lot of pets. This is only going to be for a select few of you guys, you know, because maybe they always had to work or maybe they were always out, and you're really utilizing the fact that you can do that, right? You know, maybe for some of you guys growing up, you lived in apartments and you couldn't have animals, and maybe that's something that you're finally doing, and that's something that's very exciting. But I did want to throw that out there. So going on to your next few cards, we have Awakening, beautiful. The Initiation, wow, and the Great Gathering. Okay, so that's pretty much wow. It's right on the money, like all three of these cards. So right off the bat with Awakening, it says energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. Yes, exactly. You're integrating every aspect of yourself, every side of yourself, you know, into one person. It's not like you have to hide yourself from the world anymore, because I feel like for some of you guys, maybe it was almost as if you had a face that you showed the general public or that you showed others, and then there was this side that you had at home or that you had with your friends or that you had with your family members, you know, and it was almost like everything was so sectioned off into, well, this is for going out and this is for at home and this is for partying. And Spirit is really kind of noticing that you're starting to integrate it all together and bring it together and be at harmony and at peace with yourself. But I definitely feel like it's because you're going through these energetic upgrades. You know, you're no longer putting up with what you used to as well. I feel like you're really putting your foot down and you're really saying no. You're really setting healthy boundaries for yourself. And Spirit is so excited because I really feel like everything is just kind of falling into place. It's almost like puzzle pieces coming together, right? And for some of you guys, you might even be coming into union with your twin flame or with a really high level soulmate. And that's going to be very exciting as well, because I feel like this is someone that you have had many lifetimes with previously. But going forward onto the Initiation, it says rite of passage, crossing the threshold. Yes. So, you know, it's almost as if you're stepping into this new way of being and you're saying, I can no longer go back. I keep hearing, I'm never going back. The past is in the past. I feel like you're just kind of like Elsie, just letting it go. But it's a rite of passage. It's almost like you're coming of age. And how exciting is that? But we also have the Great Gathering. It's all coming together, intuitive hits in Soul Tribe. Yes, you're calling in your soul family. You're calling in people that you have spent many lifetimes with, that you trust, that you feel comfortable with, that make you feel secure and feel loved. And honestly, what more could you ask for? But make sure to trust your intuition, because you really are gaining a lot of information. So let's get some more kind of cards on what's going on that you should know about. So we have the Four of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, and the King of Cups. Wow, okay. So for some of you, you might be going into a deeper level of commitment if you are in a relationship currently. If you are not, I feel like you're getting you know, just into this energy of committing to yourself and loving yourself and understanding yourself. It's also a time of celebrations. You might be invited to a baby shower, maybe a housewarming party, maybe a going away party, whatever that might be. I feel like people are really going to want to get your attention over this time as well. Maybe that's also why life is speeding up in the Antelope card. You know, people just want to get your attention. People want to spend time with you, especially with the Three of Cups. You know, your friends are like, hey, we're over here. You want to spend time? You know, but at the same time, you know that you can walk alone, you know, that this is the time to spend by yourself. But when you come out of this period of resting and healing and, you know, understanding what it is that you want, I feel like that's when your friends are saying, you know, here we are. Remember how I was saying earlier that people know that you're worth the wait and people aren't going to get like too stressed about it, right? That's what the Three of Cups is talking about here. Now, also for some of you guys, I feel like someone has had their eye on you for quite a while. This could be someone with water placements, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. It does not have to be, but you know, it might. Take what resonates. But going forward, you know, I feel like Spirit is saying they're going to make a move, but it's going to take a little bit more time. You know, keep focusing on yourself, keep focusing on your career, and that's what's really going to kind of get the ball moving here. I feel like this person has been talking to their friends about you as well, and that's something that you know, they've been talking to maybe even their family about it also, because we do have dolphins in the background here, and it kind of reminds me of familiar bonds and talking to your family and, you know, really kind of celebrating with them as well. For some of you guys, you might even be asked to go to this person's house. Maybe there's a birthday party, whatever that might be. You know, I feel like you're going to be invited out. Now, there's also this energy with the Four of Wands, too. You know, just celebrating, just feeling really good. Good times are on the horizon. Remember how I said with the Sun card that, well, you know, it's good times. Everything's being illuminated. Everything is bright now. You know, I feel like once you're true to yourself and true to your heart, that's when everything is going to fall into place. And it's going to feel as if life is a party, right? But what do you have to do to party? You gotta fight for your right to party. Now we also have the Seven of Pentacles though, and this guy has put a lot of thought into it. He's someone who is making sure that all of his ducks in a row, and I feel like that's kind of you guys' energy, right? That you guys have really for a long time been kind of planning and manifesting and kind of hoping for the best, but Spirit is saying it's not going to be much longer. It's something that is right around the corner, especially with that Antelope Spirit saying life is speeding up. It's going to happen quicker than you expect, right? But Spirit is also saying, make sure to work with your emotions too, because you might be feeling a little bit emotionally charged, or maybe even a little bit frustrated from time to time, a little bit moody, and that's totally normal. Just allow yourself to, be your best friend, maybe even rely on your friends as well a little bit more. I feel like they really want to hear what's going on. Okay, so going on to your next 3 cards, these are your Glow Glow Tarot cards, and these are talking all about what your spirit guides want you to know is coming your way and what to focus on. So we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, remember how I was saying earlier that someone is going to see you doing good, they're going to see you with this glow up, and that's going to inspire them to come forward because maybe they finally feel confident enough to be able to approach you. I feel like that's the Knight of Wands coming in here, but at the same time, I feel like this is someone who might offer something stable. They might kind of offer something that maybe is a little bit unlike them. Maybe this person is used to being a little bit of a player. Maybe this person is used to just kind of hitting it and quitting it, so to speak. But I feel like with you, they really want to have something stable. They really want to have something that can go long distance or long term rather. Maybe some of you guys are a long distance relationship as well, since I just said that. But for a lot of you guys as well, I feel like a lot of people are going to want to make offers towards you because you are having this glow up, because you're understanding what it is that is honest for you and is integrity to you, right? That is genuine to you. I feel like it's just the name of the game in general is to just align yourself with what is right for you, not what's right for Brandon down the street, not what's right for Maria down the street, or what's right for Marco. It's up to you, right? So make sure that you are really expressing that, and make sure that you're getting really kind of excited about all that you're going to accomplish, because honestly, you're accomplishing a lot and someone really has their eye on you, to be completely honest. I wouldn't be surprised if someone comes up to you and just says something really, really nice, and maybe you even inspire someone or something, maybe you kind of take the stand for yourself and you put yourself out there and someone writes to you and says, thank you, because of you really gave me the confidence to be able to express myself or to be able to get that outfit. For some of you guys, maybe you're a little bit on the thicker side, a little thickums, and with that, maybe you're inspiring other people that are also plus sized, or people who are and a little bit thicker to be able to rock those amazing clothes, right? Because I feel like you really inspire people and you really tell them it's not about the clothes, it's about how confident you feel in yourself, and the fact that everyone is beautiful, everybody is beautiful, right? So I feel like you're just inspiring everyone. You might even be inspiring others, like if you've been taking up exercise or you've been taking up going to the gym. I feel like you're also inspiring other people to do the same. I feel like you're really bettering a lot of people's lives because of it. So going forward, I also want to say quick too, I'll put this down really quick, but I wanted to say fast on the Ace of Pentacles that there's this energy too of, maybe a new job opportunity coming in. It's going to come in very fast, and maybe at first you're going to think, is this too good to be true? But it's not, right? Definitely trust this. I feel like it's something that's really going to be beneficial to you. So going forward onto your last 3 cards, these are your Fortune Cookie Oracle cards, and we have the best way to navigate through life is to give up on all of our control. So again, surrender to the universe and know that anything is possible. We also have enjoy yourself while you can, so make sure that you're having fun, make sure that you're expressing yourself. I also feel like with enjoy yourself while you can, it's saying that now is the time to walk alone, to rest, to relax, to recuperate, to heal. And then you're really going to have a lot on your plate because life really is speeding up. Maybe for some of you guys, you're just going to be catapulted into a brand new career or into a brand new way of being. And as exciting as it's going to be, I feel like it's also going to be times where you feel a little bit out of breath, right? So make sure to pace yourself. But have fun now, right? Before you have all of these kind of constant suitors or constant like opportunities coming your way, right? Because I feel like there's going to be times in the future where you say to yourself, oh, I don't even have a minute for myself, right? But we also have faith is knowing there is an ocean when you can only see the stream. Yes, that's so beautiful. I love that we have so much water in these cards too. Honestly, know that there is something better around the corner. Know that there are blessings coming your way as well. And that you are someone who deserves all of those things. Trust the universe. Trust your spirit guides. Trust your ancestors. They are helping you every step of the way. They just need you to kind of take that first step, right? You might also be drawn to pile 2. So I just wanted to put that out there. It might actually be beneficial to watch pile 2 as well. That's only if you felt drawn to it though. But I definitely hope that you enjoyed this stack 3. Definitely let me know in the comments down below if you did. I also want to say really quick, you guys, that you might see 555, 222, or 444. Those are your synchronicities. But yeah, I hope that you're doing amazing. Definitely let me know in the comments down below if you enjoyed this, how this resonated. I love hearing you guys' comments, stack 3. Oh my goodness. I just love hearing how the readings resonated with you and how you enjoyed these. I have a brand new kind of setup as well. So my microphone's a lot better, I think, personally. And I got a brand new camera too, so definitely let me know what you guys think. Is it better than my old setup? Is it worse than my old setup? Definitely let me know. Also, make sure to leave a like on this video if you enjoyed this, although if you didn't, you can put a thumbs down. That's for sure. But also, make sure to press subscribe if you have not already, and press the little bell icon to be notified every time I upload a brand new reading. I hope you guys are doing amazing though, and honestly taking care of yourselves, having fun, laughing, dancing, having joy, because that's what's coming you guys' way. Also, I'll be leaving all of my links in the description box down below for my Tumblr, for all of my other social media, as well as my Etsy for personal readings if you want to have a personal reading with me. But I hope you guys are doing amazing, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, stack 3! Hello to everyone who picked stack 4. Let's get right into your reading and see what do you need to know right now. So right off the bat, I feel like those of you that picked this Beetle applique are really going to be focusing on your past life memories. Maybe you're going to be doing some past life regressions. Maybe you're going to be more focused on your spirituality in general. And that's something that's really going to benefit you over the next few months. There's also this energy of really getting focused on the stars. Maybe you're buying yourself a telescope. Maybe that's something that you're doing as a form of meditation, as well as to just kind of take the telescope out and to look up at the night sky before bed. I feel like that's something that's very meditative. Some of you guys are also learning different legends or different cultural thoughts about the sky as well, and about the stars. Maybe some of you guys are really looking into ancient astronomers as well, and you're really getting kind of inspired by them. Others of you, I feel like you're just kind of getting in touch with what is important to you as well. I feel like you're also understanding that all of our imperfections in life are actually what makes us perfect, that there's no such thing as perfect, but what we see as imperfect for each and every one of us is actually what makes us unique and genuine and authentic and beautiful in our own way, right? So I feel like you're really starting to honor and really respect everything that makes you beautiful and everything that makes you different from the rest of the crowd as well. I feel like you're really starting to honor the fact that you're not like everyone else, that you're not this cookie cutter person. And I feel like that's so beautiful. For a lot of people, it's a breath of fresh air, because you're also someone who is so genuine and so honest and so respectful. And I feel like that's something that really is going to be mirrored over the next few months, that people are going to be honoring you because you're honoring yourself. For others of you as well, I feel like you're deciding to not overlook the little things anymore. Maybe you're deciding to finally, kind of go back in and focus on the nitty gritty, maybe even focus up on your schoolwork. Maybe you're paying off debts as well. Maybe some of you guys had a little bit of credit card debt and you've been paying that off as well. You're just kind of getting back to basics and you're getting back on your feet again. Woohoo! For a lot of you guys, I keep hearing, knock me down 9 times and I get up 10 times, right? You're incredibly resilient. And I also want to say that the mightiest people can sometimes come in the smallest unwrapped packages. And the same thing happens with the Beetle, right? It's like you are someone who is so mighty and so ferocious and so phenomenal. So make sure that you're not just saying to yourself, well, I'm just one person. Yeah, you're one person who can change the world. So, you know, don't sell yourself short. So going on to your first card, we have number 36, Memories of the Forgotten Self. Yes, exactly. You're remembering everything that makes you different from everyone else, and you're remembering how that makes you beautiful, in what way that makes you shine. I think that you're also recognizing the fact that you're someone who is very kind, very genuine, very authentic. You're very sweet to others too. You're very polite, very courteous. I feel like you're also very accommodating as well. If someone's uncomfortable, you're going to do everything within your power to make them feel more comfortable, to make them feel more loved, to feel more honored and respected. And I feel like that's really something that's unique to you. I feel like you're genuinely like a drink of cold water after someone has been in like a spiritual desert, right? Now, for a lot of you guys as well, I feel like you're also honoring your past self, or like your teenage self, your child self as well, your inner child. You're honoring what all made your inner child very happy. Maybe you're focusing on old Nickelodeon shows or Cartoon Network shows, or, you know, maybe you're deciding to pick up a book that you really love that you had to read in school as a teenager, whatever that might be for you guys. I feel like you're just focusing on things that you really loved growing up, and it's really going to make you feel inspired. You know, you're remembering everything that made you over the years, you know, whatever it was that you were actually known for as well. Maybe some of you guys had a nickname in school. Maybe in school growing up you like really liked like Twilight or something, which honestly I love Twilight. Carlisle is my favorite. Wow, 10 out of 10, chef's kiss. But with Memories of the Forgotten Self, you're remembering what people would kind of say that you were all about. Maybe you were the kid that always really loved math. Maybe you were the kid that always really loved historical romances. Maybe you were the person who was always drawing as well. Whatever that is, I feel like you're revisiting it, and I feel like you're really honoring it as well. And I feel like you're really honoring your inner child. You're really saying thank you for always persevering, for always continuing forward, for never giving up, right? Maybe for some of you guys as well, you were bullied growing up, and that's something that you are still healing on actively, but it's also something that you're starting to realize it was never personal, right? You're starting to realize that it was never about you to begin with, that these bullies and these people that would make fun of you is because they had their own insecurities, and it was something that they really struggled with. It was something that they felt really down about inside of themselves. So for some of you guys, maybe your bullies would make fun of you because you would cut or dye your hair in a certain way. Well, it's because they themselves were too scared to be able to do that themselves, right? Maybe they weren't brave enough to be able to put themselves out there and get that beautiful head of green hair, right? For others of you, I feel like there's this energy of maybe you being able to wear the fashion that you like, or again, you know, with talking about being a Twilight fan, a lot of times people will hear that and be like, ugh, Twilight, ugh. But it really did back then, you know. Sometimes it took a lot of bravery to come out to people and be like, yeah, I love Twilight, or yeah, I love this thing that everyone seems to think is very weird or uncool, right? Maybe for some of you guys growing up, you really love to trade like Yu-Gi-Oh cards or Pokemon cards, and, you know, nowadays you're really kind of focusing on that. You know, maybe you are getting your old collections out of the closet, you're dusting them off, and maybe you're doing tournaments online, or maybe you're playing with other people. Regardless of whatever that might be, I feel like you're just remembering who you used to be. It's kind of like Mufasa being like, Simba, remember who you are. You're really remembering right now, and it's so fantastic. Spirit is so proud of you. But you're really starting to focus on the beauty in life as well. Some of you might be working with Archangel Jophiel too. But going forward onto your next few cards, this is going to be giving us more information on what you need to know right now. So we have number 39, Moth Spirit, number 62, Turtle Spirit, number 54, Skunk Spirit, and number 58, Stag Spirit. Beautiful. Okay, so right off the bat, we have the number 12, and then we have the number 13. So I definitely feel like there's this energy of taking it one step at a time, pacing yourself. That's actually kind of the common message that we have today within these cards, as I feel like Spirit is literally saying to everyone, like, take your time. You don't have to do everything in a day, right? Slow and steady wins the race here. You know, you're still going to be abundant. Even if it takes you 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, your success is still going to be waiting waiting for you, so no worries there. Now with the number 39 being the number 12, this is the number 3. It talks about being at peace with yourself, being at peace with the universe, and surrendering to the universe as well. Coming together with the mind, the body, and the spirit to make great decisions, but also in order to feel comfortable, to be able to be at peace with every aspect of yourself, to integrate it all together, right? But you're definitely surrendering. You're letting things go. You're kind of allowing yourself to go with the flow and to realize that slow and steady wins the race, to realize that you don't have to race forward. Now also, I read a really interesting post online about how a turtle's back represents a calendar and it can represent an entire year. And I feel like that's kind of you guys' energy, is that something over the next year is really it's going to take quite a bit of time, but it's going to be worth the wait. For some of you guys, it's a relationship. For others of you guys, I feel like it might be a career opportunity. Maybe you're studying. Maybe you have literally 1 year left in college and you're just kind of waiting. You're biding your time. You're doing your studying. And again, slow and steady wins the race. You're taking your time to make sure that you have all of your loose ends tied up. Now, also at the number 54, this is the number 9. It talks about allowing yourself to be alone, allowing yourself to focus on your studies as well, on your intelligence, on your knowledge. Don't shy away from your studies yet. I feel like this is now the time more than ever to just kind of buckle down and to continue going. But with Skunk Spirit, it says know your worth. So set those boundaries. Know that you are someone who is worth more. Know that you're someone who is meant to have more in life as well. And also with number 58, Stag Spirit, it says take the lead. So you're really stepping into this role of being very independent, and you're stepping into this role of leadership as well. Know that you're someone who can do that. Know that you're someone who is capable of being a leader. Know that you're someone who is capable of holding all of this information. Maybe some of you guys are also being promoted to like manager or CEO. Maybe you're getting your own little business. Maybe for some of you guys as well, maybe the owner of the business is moving away, or maybe they want to retire and they're giving you the business, or they're giving you the rights to the business. And that's going to be very exciting. It's going to be kind of scary because you have to take the lead and you have to step into that. But at the same time, it's going to be incredibly exhilarating because you're feeling like ready. You're feeling ready to take on more responsibilities. You're ready to kind of be able to take the torch too. It's almost as if someone's passing the torch onto you. But make sure that you know your worth as well. And if you're not being honored somewhere, take the lead, take the first step to go towards something that actually is honoring you. So going forward, sorry, you can see my Norse mythology cards. Maybe there's one that's popping out and I want to grab it for you guys. So I'm going to take it. Odin, I love it. So maybe for some of you guys, you really have to focus on your own wisdom. You have to focus on what you know is correct for you as well. You might also be involved in like poetry, or you might really love poetry. You might be focusing on languages. Some of you might even be bilingual, and that's something that you're really focusing on over the next few months. I feel bad for the other piles because I didn't do this for them. You guys are just kind of the special pile here. Don't tell them, pile 4, don't tell them. But with Odin as well, I feel like you're just kind of weighing your options. I feel like you're someone who is going to bide your time and make sure that you have all of your ducks in a row, before you move forward. And that's something that Spirit is going to be very grateful for. But going forward, we have Protection Guardian and She-Wolf. So right off the bat with Protection Guardian, it says drop your shields. Allow yourself to be vulnerable. Allow yourself to open up to others, but allow yourself to open up to yourself too. I feel like also when it comes to a relationship that's going to be a little bit of a slow burn, I feel like your spirit guides are really saying, drop your shields with this person. This person doesn't want to hurt you. This person, it really respects you. For some of you guys, maybe this person is a heathen. Maybe they work with Odin. Maybe they work with Asatru in general. Maybe some of you guys also work with Odin. But going forward with She-Wolf, it says unleash the wild within. Yes, I definitely feel like there's this energy of if there was no expectation on money, or if there was no expectation on this or that, what would you be doing? What would make you happy? Allow yourself to go wild. Allow yourself to really live for your passions as well. Live for the things that you really love. Express yourself in that regard. I feel like that's incredibly important. For some of you guys, you might feel a little bit heavy around the full moon, the next full moon, whatever that might be, whenever you watch this video. Allow yourself to start doing new moon rituals and kind of full moon rituals as well. So with the new moon, you know, really visualize what it is that you're bringing in, what it is that you're manifesting. And with the full moon, you know, visualize what it is that you're releasing and what it is that you're letting go of, right? So going forward onto your next few cards, protection. Again, protection, guardian, and protection. So you guys are definitely being protected. You're being honored. You're being respected by your ancestors, by your spirit guides, by your archangels, by your patron gods and goddesses. We also have the Age of Light. Yes, now is the time for you guys. This is the time to step into your truth, into your inner integrity, to step into what aligns with you and your values. It's going to be a very exciting time. It's almost as if you're being aligned with your life purpose and why you're here on this planet in this lifetime. So going forward with protection, it says call back your power, cut the cords, and soul retrieval. So for some of you guys, you're literally shutting down something that's no longer healthy, and you're focusing on the beauty. You're focusing on the happiness in life. You're focusing on the joy, and you're going forward. I don't want to say that you're going to be very cutthroat about it, but it's almost like this energy of, you know, there's nothing going to be holding you back, and there's no one going to be holding you back either. Now we also have the Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. So again, this is something that has been many lifetimes in the making. You might even be meeting someone who is a very high level soulmate connection, and it's someone that you have spent multiple lives with as well. Maybe there's someone you're going to be very tongue-tied around. I don't know, because in the last few readings that hasn't happened at all, but like in this reading I just keep being like blah, blah, blah. So maybe you guys are going to be very tongue-tied with this person. So what else is going on that you guys need to know about? So we have the 10 of Wands, the Knight of Cups, the 8 of Swords, the 7 of Wands, and the Lovers card. Yes, beautiful. Okay, so right off the bat, there's still some more hard work that has to be done, you guys. I'm sorry, pile 4, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles. You have a little bit further to go, but do you see the castle in the distance? It's not that far away. It's not that much longer that you have to keep traveling, or that you have to be on this journey. Just kind of stick it out. You know, it's also this energy of seeing things very optimistically, you know, not feeling trapped, because for some of you guys, you might feel a little bit stuck or a little bit stagnant. You might even feel a little bit anxious. For some of you guys, maybe you're waiting on news from maybe a mortgage company, or maybe you're waiting on news from a job. Whatever that might be, you know, Spirit is asking you to not be, you know, so worried or so defensive. And of course, that's easier said than done, I know. But Spirit is saying that there's something better cut out for you, right? And I keep hearing that worrying means struggling twice or suffering twice from Newt Scamander. And I feel like that's kind of you guys' energy, as Spirit is saying, you know, don't torture yourself with this twice. If it comes up, okay, then plan for it, then worry about it. But don't keep yourself up every night in anticipation of what might come, because you could potentially be bringing that in. I keep hearing be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. And sometimes that also goes against what we don't wish for as well, right? So make sure that you're really kind of keeping these wonderful affirmations going. Make sure that you're doing your visualizations as well, and seeing yourself succeeding in the best possible way, Stack 4. Now, I also want to say, Stack 4, make sure that you're kind of bringing in a lot of fun into your workplace as well. I feel like that's going to be very important too. Make sure that you're having fun in general, because that's something that's really going to inspire you. So what else do your spirit guides want you to know that's coming your way that you need to know about? So we have the Queen of Swords, the 3 of Swords, and the Strength card. Okay. So right off the bat, again, it's safe to be vulnerable. I know you've been hurt in the past, Stack 4, you know, and maybe you're a little bit scared about trusting others. Do you see how the Queen of Swords is just sort of like, okay, let's get this over with. Come on, Jerry, break my heart and then leave me. That's fine. You know, and I feel like Spirit is saying, like, not everyone wants to do that, right? I feel like people are coming into your life that genuinely want to be there, that don't want to hurt you, that don't want to scare you, right? So I want to grab one more card for you guys. I know I didn't do it for the others, but I just want to grab it really quick. You know, just in regards to this. So what's going on? Yeah, look at that. You are literally manifesting in. Oh, and on the bottom of the deck, you guys, we have the 10 of Pentacles. So again, you're manifesting this happily ever after. You're manifesting someone who means well, you know, someone who isn't going to deceive you, someone who isn't going to lie to you, someone that you're not going to feel like you have constant worries or struggles with, right? Now with the Queen of Swords and the 3 of Swords, though, you know, Spirit is asking you to drop those guards, especially when someone someone new comes into your life, don't immediately assume the worst from this person, because I feel like there's someone right around the corner that, you know, is really going to bring a lot of happiness into your life as well, but it's going to be up to you to have to give them the chance and to have to drop your guards with them, right? And it might be a little bit scary, not even gonna lie, it might be a lot of bit scary, right? But allow yourself to do that, because it's going to bring in more beauty into the connection too. I also feel like there's this energy of maybe someone will give you clarity of, I'm not going to break your heart, or this isn't going to happen, or you know, whatever that might be. You know, I feel like maybe you guys might even have to experience one more heartbreak before you get to your happily ever after. This isn't going to resonate for some of you. Some of you are already with your person, but you have experienced a heartache in the past, or you have experienced a really traumatic maybe breakup, or maybe someone passed from your lifetime. And that was something that made you feel a little bit uncomfortable when it came to love. But I feel like your happily ever after is right around the corner, you guys. And also, I feel like you're going to be very successful too. So there's nothing to worry about. Surrender to the universe. Know that everything is right on track too. So going on to your fortune cookie oracle cards, we have darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Beautiful. We also have truth seeks and finds the light of day. I also keep hearing whatever is done in the dark will always come to the light. So don't worry about that. Especially if someone was talking stinky air about you or lying about you, stack 4, that's something that's going to come to the light of day as well. Now we also have a kind word will keep someone warm for years. Beautiful. So it could be that someone's coming forward to offer you a kind word, or maybe vice versa, but whatever that might be, I feel like someone is right around the corner to help you, especially when you're going through something hard. It could be right after this heartbreak, or when you're feeling your lowest, someone comes into your life and helps you pick the pieces together, helps you kind of pick everything up off the ground and put everything back into place. And how beautiful is that? So good times are right around the corner, stack 4. Especially when it comes to a partnership, but you know that everything happens the way that it's supposed to. Maybe that's even why you had to kind of understand that everything happens the way that it does, just so that way you can get to a better opportunity or a better situation, right? But I hope that you guys are doing amazing, stack 4. I hope that this reading resonated. Definitely let me know in the comments down below if it did. I love reading you guys' comments so much. Oh my goodness, it makes my day so much better to be able to hear from you guys. I hope that you're doing amazing though, and taking good care of yourself, staying in good health. And yeah, I hope that you're in my next reading. You get to see it. Also, I did want to say I will be leaving all of my links in the description box down below for my Tumblr, for all of my social media, as well as my Etsy, where you can get personal readings, and my website. So if you want to get a reading with me, all of my information is down there. I hope you guys are doing amazing though, and taking good care of yourself, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye, stack 4.